Hey Libra, this is Tara and welcome to your June 2016 Psychic Tarot Forecast. And happy summer to everyone. I hope you're enjoying this time. I hope that I'm doing these videos right before Memorial Day in the US, so I hope you have an awesome weekend wherever you are actually. And I'm going to draw 4 cards from the Hanson Roberts Tarot deck and one from the Doreen Virtue Romance Angel deck. But first I want to bring up something that has come up for me a couple of times in the last week. 2 different conversations. I was asked this very question about Source, God, who is, do I believe in God? What is God to me? What is the value that he brings or the Source brings? And it's very interesting that this has come up, and I've noticed a lot, of course, on the telly, there's a lot of psychic medium shows and people really wanting to connect to spirit and their source and what that means to them. And so for me, God's source is like love, it's compassion, it's creativity, it's everything that we can tap into that really represents love and our being happy. And so I'm bringing this up because it is top of mind. We are in a 2 millennium numerologically, which stands for the coming together of people and not just being on our lonely islands and not being supported. We're actually more looking for not only human support, but our own spiritual, our inside of us. Who are we on the inside that lives on and on forever? And my feeling has always been, and this is what I tell my clients, everything you need to know is inside of you. So it's great to go to seminars, spiritual seminars, or whatever you might go to, but it's also good to tap into your inner resources. And I'm not trying to be preachy, I'm not trying to be religious, but it does at all. I'm not doing that at all. It just feels like that, going on a meditative walk, listening to birds, as I can hear some outside right now, looking at the plants and the flowers and the trees and enjoying nature and really feeling at one with peace is, to me, a wonderful source to be calm, to feel the calmness and enjoy life. And so I just wanted to share this with you. Again, I'm not trying to be preachy, but it came up twice. And for me, when things repeat themselves, then it's sort of an acknowledgement that maybe others are thinking the same thing. And so I wanted to share that with you. If you'd like to make any comments below the YouTube section under the video, or you can email me at themagicalmatrix@gmail.com, and just let me know where you find your source if you would like. This, again, is not a religious, but it is very much of a spiritual essence. How do you feel your spiritual essence? Is it by watching a flower bloom? Some people can sit and look at nature, watch a sunset or a sunrise, and that's enlightenment, exhilarating. Okay, so I just wanted to share that with you guys, and always wishing you peace and enlightenment. Okay, so on to your reading, Libra. Let's see what's going on for Libra for June of 2016. For Libra, the air sign, cardinal air sign, gotten through Mercury retrograde. We do have 1 or 2 other planets that are going back and forth into retrograde, Venus and Jupiter. Let's see what's going on for you guys for this particular month. Okay, so the first card I drew is the 2 of Cups. Although I drew it, and when I looked at it, it felt to me like it wanted to stay in reverse. So I drew it in reverse, and I usually don't read reversals, but this is glaring at me this time. So my feeling is empathically to go ahead and read it in reverse. I'll say the other way as well. But this, to me, feels like at the beginning of the month, or you're feeling a little bit like part of the month that there's some misunderstandings, that it could be in love and it could be in relationships or false communications. So this could be in love, business, And so, the other way would be two people coming together and seeing eye to eye, and there's light, and there's love, and there's happiness, and there's joy. So there could be that, but I am feeling that some of you have felt a little bit of what could be false hope, or maybe you were hoping more than the other person can provide if it is a romantic relationship. There is around this. I'm feeling like joy and excitement that you can tap into. I'm feeling like this is an isolated instance. I feel like for some of you it has been going on for many years, though, maybe 5, 6, 7 years, and you're really wanting to see a resolve. So this could be why this card came up in reverse, is because you are wanting to see, if nothing else, if nothing physically, verbally can be said, some sort of spiritual resolve within yourself. So that feels to me like, it can be either way. If you're in a great relationship, so be it, partner, business, whatever, but I am feeling like some of you feel a little bit out of sorts with what's been going on. Okay, so let's go ahead and go on with the reading. And the next card is the Ace of Swords. Okay, well this is actually a really nice card to come after the Two of Cups in reverse, because the Ace of Swords is like a feeling of strength and ideas, and that I can do this, and it's like putting distance between you and any issues and coming up with new ways of looking at problematic challenges that have come your way. So there's very much this is again too, this is a sword, so this is definitely for an air sign, which would be you, Libra. But what I was getting ready to say is there is very much the feeling of I can do it. I'm thinking about it. I have new ideas. I'm approaching it from a distance. I can take my life and move forward with these new ideas. There's a wreath around this too, which I love. And the wreaths and the cards always telling me that there's a little bit of extra celebration, a little bit of extra frosting on the cake, if you will. So some of you may be really, if this was, the first card was about a relationship that you're not so sure if it's trustworthy or noteworthy, then maybe you have some other ideas of how you can nourish it, encourage it, love it, perceive it in a different way. So it feels to me like that could be coming up for some of you. Again, this is a general reading, and if these messages don't make sense, then watch your rising and moon signs, because sometimes people will tell me, well, that resonated more than my sun sign. Well, that could be. But I guess I am saying that this Ace of Swords is a feeling of strength, and that you can take on whatever, and this could be, again, relationship and or it could be in business. Maybe you're having some new business ideas. Maybe you're putting some of the other challenges to the side so that you can really focus on yourself and what you want to do and create in this month. All right? Okay, because your next card is the Queen of Pentacles. Well, the Queen of Pentacles represents to me someone. It doesn't have to be a woman, but of course in the card it's a woman who is loving. She's generous. She loves to be around people. She loves to take care of people. She loves animals and nature. And I was talking at the beginning of this reading about nature and how lovely it is to be around it and to ground. And she's very much about grounding. So it feels like, Libra, grounding is going to be very, very important for you for this month, because you've had a little bit of possibly an off relationship. Then you have the sword, which means thinking. So now it's time to ground and to really count your blessings and what you really do have. Make a list of what it is that you do have that feels very valuable, very important to you. Maybe you have a nice enough home. Maybe you were able to pay all of your bills this past month. Maybe you got a little bit of a gift, or someone was very charitable for you and gave you a nice gift certificate for a foot massage or a back massage or something that just felt very, very luxurious, but really it's needed. It's really needed for us to take that downtime, isn't it? To take that deep breath. And so I'm also feeling too that it could be for some of you that possibly this is a person, the Queen of Pentacles, who could be loaning you money, or someone is loaning you money if you so need it. So that could be a possibility for some of you as well, Libra. That may be making ends meet, or maybe it's to get a venture going and you're needing some capital, or you have some dues to pay if you're with a group or association. And oh wow, okay, it flows. Somehow you got additional work and the money's coming in. Okay, so it could be a variety of things, but she is normally generous, she's grounded, and it's a really nice feeling when the Queen of Pentacles is around. I love her in readings. And so, and of course it's about our money, Pentacles are, and your last card is the Two of Pentacles. All right, well, the Two of Pentacles is usually, again, it's about our business opportunities, our money, our finances, our investments. And this could be about, it feels like you're juggling between two opportunities. You're playing around with a little bit. Maybe you're being indecisive, or you can't figure out, well, is this one going to pay off? Is this one going to be better for me? Where do I really want to focus my time? So I want to go back to that Ace of Swords. There were some ideas at the beginning of the month or by the middle of the month, or even in May, towards the end of May, that you really felt keen on. So I would say go back to those, and maybe you've written those down, and revisit them. Give them some charge, recharge them. We were in Mercury retrograde, which is all the revisit. It's a great time to figure out and plan. And maybe you did that. Maybe you were thinking of some ideas that you had to move forward. And now you have some opportunities. Which one do you take? So I would always say, encourage you to go with what makes your heart sing. Go with the choice that when you get up in the morning that you feel good about, you feel creative about. It brings you love. It brings the people around you love. And because there is a lot of water in this card too, so there's a lot of emotion that can be brought out. And again, I'm getting pets as well. So you guys make sure if you have a cat or a dog or any animals, that's a great way to ground and make that decision. I do feel like the Queen is the anchor in this particular reading. I feel like she's anchoring everything down. The reverse Two of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. I feel like she is the grounding one. So make sure to take some deep breaths. I have crystals I use. This is green tourmaline. This is great for the heart. Or this is not tourmaline. Black tourmaline will ground you. This is lapradite. This is great for the heart. But to really take your shoes off, put your feet in the ground, get in some water. Even taking a shower or a salt bath is good for that. Because I think you have some things going on this month. I think you have some thinking to do. I think you're wanting to move forward. I think you have opportunities to make money. I'm really kind of excited for you. So see what you have thought about in the past that has made you excited, but that maybe you didn't move forward with. And this could be the opportunity to really decide and not play around. Which is it? We're about, Libras like to balance. So maybe it's time to move forward as well. So the romance card that wanted to come out as I was talking is playfulness. Playfulness. And this card came up for one other sign. And it says, to recapture romance, allow your inner youth and spirit of fun to shine. So allow your inner youthful spirit fun to shine. And this might be around this situation here, maybe the Two of Cups in reverse. Maybe this has been too serious, too many financial decisions that you all have had to been, that you all have been thinking about. Maybe finances have been hard on a relationship, and you're like, this is teetering on this relationship being together or not. Try to give yourself a break from that and play together and see if maybe that doesn't help with remembering the joy of life and the joy of what the relationship brought you in the first place. And I think if you do that, I think if you just have fun, and again, I'm getting animals again. So maybe go to the zoo or the park or wherever it is that you can laugh and say, oh, look at that, isn't that funny? Isn't that cute? That feels to me like that would be a real medicinal type approach for you, Libra. Very medicinal for you. Overall, I feel like you're going to have a good month. I feel like you're going to have some financial opportunities come up. Stay grounded. Be well. If you'd like a private reading, you can email me at themagicalmatrix@gmail.com, or you can go on my website, www.terraventura.com, and schedule a reading. And I want to really acknowledge those who have sent me requests of what you want to see in the readings, and also those who have subscribed. And I encourage you, if you haven't to subscribe, to go ahead and you'll receive these in your inbox each and every month. You all have a great month. If you want a private reading, it's much more impersonal, it's much more in depth, it's much more in tune towards you. So get a hold of me if you'd like that, and always, always be well. Bye-bye for now.